Hello everyone. Course BSc Subject Physics Paper Quantum Mechanics first, Astrophysics and Nuclear Physics first. Chapter or subtopic Derivation of Rutherford Scattering Formula in bracket assuming the path of the assuming the path of the alpha particle to be a hyperbola, presented by Bommalingaya B. Rutherford alpha scattering experiment. Rutherford assumptions. Alpha particles and nucleus are point masses and point charges. Scattering is caused by electrostatic force of repulsion between nucleus and alpha particles. Since the nucleus is so massive and at rest during the interaction of the alpha particle, the alpha particles do not penetrate the nuclear region and the strong interaction nuclear forces are not involved. Let R be the instantaneous separation between alpha particles and nucleus owing to the variation of the electric force with 1 by r square. The alpha particle path is a hyperbola with the nucleus at the outer focus. Rutherford assumptions. Alpha particles and nucleus are point masses and point charges. Scattering is caused by electrostatic force of repulsion between nucleus and alpha particles. Since the nucleus is so massive and at rest during the interaction of the alpha particle, the alpha particles do not penetrate the nuclear region and the strong interaction nuclear forces are not involved. Let R be the instantaneous separation between alpha particles and nucleus owing to the variation of the electric force with 1 by r square. The alpha particle path is a hyperbola with the nucleus at the outer focus. Prerequisites. Angle of scattering pi. The angle of scattering pi is the angle between the asymptotic direction of approach of the alpha particle PO produced and the asymptotic direction in which it moves back OP dash. So as shown in the figure, PO is the angle of scattering pi is the angle between the asymptotic direction of approach of the alpha particle and PO produced and the asymptotic direction in which it moves back OP dash. Impact parameter P. Draw NM perpendicular to PO produced and then NM equals P, small p, represents the impact parameter which defined as the minimum distance to which the alpha particle would approach the nucleus if there were no force between them. For head-on collision, P equals 0, that is small p equals 0. Distance of the closest approach, small d. The distance d between the point A and the center of the nucleus is called the distance of approach. Distance of the closest approach d. Consider the alpha particle at a great distance from the nucleus but approaching a head-on collision with a kinetic energy E. At the point A in figure B, the repulsive force of the nucleus stops the approaching alpha particle momentarily and all of its kinetic energy E is converted into its electrostatic potential energy. Let ZE be the charge on the nucleus, then the potential at the point A equals PE is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught ZE by D, where Z is the atomic number of nucleus. The potential energy of the alpha particle of charge plus 2E at the point A. The potential energy is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught ZE by D into 2E equals 2 ZE square by 4 pi epsilon naught D. At the point of closest approach, kinetic energy equals potential energy or energy equals 2 ZE square by 4 pi epsilon naught D. Distance of the closest approach d is equal to 2 ZE square by 4 pi epsilon naught E, where E is the kinetic energy of the alpha particle. Derivation of Rutherford's alpha scattering. Suppose an alpha particle at p is traveling initially with a constant velocity v in a straight line along PO, where p is at very large distance from the nucleus at n compared with the diameter of the atom. As the alpha particle approaches the nucleus, its velocity goes on decreasing due to the electrical repulsion. On reaching A, it is deflected, and when it is again outside the field of the nucleus, it travels along OP dash. The path PA P dash is a hyperbola with the nucleus N at its outer focus as shown in the figure. Relation between pi, P and D. The alpha particle He at P is traveling with a constant velocity v in a straight line along PO, and as it approaches the nucleus, its velocity goes on decreasing up to the point A, where it is deflected and changes direction. Let v be the velocity of the alpha particle at A. Then, so here v represents the velocity of the alpha particle, and here capital P is the PA P dash is the hyperbola, isn't it? So here N is the nucleus. That means here small p is the distance between the closest approach and the alpha particle, and the nucleus. Here pi is the scattering angle. Pi is the scattering angle, and here, so this figure A shows, and figure B shows the head-on collision, and this is the target nucleus. And here when the alpha particle approaches to the nucleus, and here there is a potential energy is converted into a kinetic energy here at this distance, where d is the distance between the alpha particle and the nucleus. And isn't it, here alpha particle is approaching towards nucleus and making by angle theta. So relation between pi, P and D. Kinetic energy of the alpha particle at P is equal to 1 by 2 mv square, and kinetic energy of the alpha particle at A equals 1 by 2 mv square. Potential energy of alpha particle at A 0 to x ZE 2E by 4 pi epsilon naught r square dr equals ZE 2E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught x. According to the principle of conservation of energy, 1 by 2 mv square is equal to 1 by 2 mv square plus ZE 2E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught x. V square equals V square minus 2 ZE into 2E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mx, where m is the mass of the alpha particle, and therefore capital V square into 1 minus 2 ZE into 2E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mx V square into V square is equal to 1 minus b by x, where b is equal to, this is equation number 1, where b equals 2 ZE 2E by 4 pi epsilon naught m into V square, mx into V square. The momentum or angular momentum of the alpha particle at P about n is equal to mvp. So the angular momentum of the alpha particle at A equals mvx, mvp equals mvx, or v is equal to capital V p divided by x, small p divided by x, that is equal to equation number 2. Substituting the value of v in 1, we have capital V square p square divided by x square is equal to v square into 1 minus b by x, or p square is equal to x into x minus b. From the coordinate geometry of hyperbola, eccentricity equals secant theta, and secant theta is equal to h by b. Focal distance ON equals eccentricity into OA equals a into secant theta. Also ON equals p P cosecant theta. Cosecant theta is equal to H by P. Therefore, P cosecant theta equals A into secant theta. Now, AN equals ON plus OA, or X equals A secant theta plus A, that is equal to A into 1 plus secant theta. X equals P cot theta into 1 plus secant theta, that is equal to P into cos theta divided by sin theta, 1 divided by cos theta plus 1. Relation between pi p and D continued. X equals P by 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 into 1 plus cos theta, that is equal to P divided by 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2 cos square theta by 2, that is equal to P cot theta by 2, because cos theta is equal to 1 by secant theta, sin theta is equal to 1 by cosecant theta. Substituting the value of x in second, we have P square equals P cot theta divided by 2 into P cot theta divided by 2 minus B. There, because cos 2 theta is equal to cos square theta minus sin square theta, and sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. P equals P cot square theta by 2 minus B cot theta by 2. Therefore, B equals P into cot square theta by 2 minus 1 divided by cot theta by 2, that is equal to P into cos theta by 2 minus sin theta by 2 divided by sin theta by 2 minus cos theta by 2, that is whole bracket, that is whole bracket equals 2p cos theta by sin theta, that is equal to 2p cot theta. Therefore cot theta equals 2p by B. The angle of deflection of the alpha particle pi equals pi minus 2 theta. Therefore pi by 2 equals pi by 2 minus theta, because cot 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta, or cot pi by 2 is equal to cot pi by 2 minus theta, that is equal to tan theta equals 2p by B. P equals 1 by 2 B cot pi by 2, that is equal to 1 by 2 into 2 ZD 2E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mv square cot pi by 2, that is equal to 2 ZE 2E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 2 mv square cot pi by 2 equals 2 ZE 2E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught E cot pi by 2. That is equation number 4, where E is the initial kinetic energy of the particle. The alpha particle would pass the nucleus at a distance p if there were no force to deflect it. This distance is called the impact parameter. Equation 3 gives the impact parameter p and scattering angle pi. Now the distance of closest approach d is equal to 2 ZD 2E divided by 4 pi epsilon naught E. Equation 4, we have P equals D by 2 cot pi by 2. Rutherford scattering formula. All alpha particles that approach the nucleus with an impact parameter P will be scattered by an angle pi. Sigma is equal to pi p square. Equation number 6. So here, where sigma is called the cross section of the target nucleus, here sigma is called the pi p square is called the scattering nucleus. That means cross section of the target nucleus. A is the surface area of the thickness, and T of the gold foil. If N0 is the Avogadro number, W is the atomic weight of the scattering material, and rho its density, then number of nuclei per unit volume equals N is equal to N0 rho divided by W. Volume of the foil is equal to A into T. So number of nuclei in the foil is equal to NAT, isn't it? So here hence the total target area for scattering by at least an angle pi, T is equal to NAT, that is equal to T is equal to NAT into sigma. That is equation number 7. Therefore, F is equal to Fs divided by Ni equals T divided by A. Target area offered by the nuclei in the foil divided by total target area, that is equal to NAT sigma divided by A, where Ni the number of alpha particles incident on the foil and Ns equals number of scattered at an angle greater than pi. F equals Ns divided by Ni equals sigma Nt equals pi p square Nt. Substituting p from 5, we have F equals pi into Jd square by 4 pi epsilon naught E power 2 into Nt into cot square pi by 2. That is equation number 8. So here P is equal to Jd square by 4 pi epsilon naught E cot pi by 2. Equation 8 is Rutherford scattering formula. In an actual experiment, the detector measures the alpha particles scattered between the angles pi and pi plus d pi. The fraction of incident particles so scattered is found by differentiating equation 8, which gives df is equal to minus pi nt into Zd square by 4 pi epsilon naught E power 2 into cot pi by 2 cos cosecant square pi by 2 into d pi. The negative sign indicates the F decreases as pi increases. The area of the screen struck by the alpha particle is ds is equal to 2 pi r sin pi into r d pi equals 2 pi r square sin pi d pi. ds equals 4 pi r square sin pi by 2 cos pi by 2 into d pi. Now, total number of alpha particles incident on the foil equals Ni. Therefore, number of alpha particles scattered per unit area striking the screen N pi. N pi is equal to Nt into df divided by ds. So here is the gold foil. Gold foil, that means the alpha particle is coming and collided with the gold foil, and the alpha rays are scattered in this way, isn't it? So therefore pi is the angle and d pi is the small angle, r is the distance, and r d pi here r sin pi is the distance from the center to the annual ring, isn't it? So the total number of alpha particles incident on the foil Nt. Therefore, number of alpha particles scattered per unit area striking the screen N pi. N pi is equal to Ni into df magnitude of df divided by ds. So here r is the distance from the foil. Alpha particles scattered between pi and pi plus d pi will reach a zone of a sphere of radius r and width r d pi. The radius of the zone is r sin pi, isn't it? This is the radius or distance. So that is equal to Nt into pi Nt into whole bracket Zd square by 4 pi epsilon naught E whole square into cot pi by 2 cosecant square pi by 2 into d pi whole divided by 4 pi r square sin pi by 2 cos pi by 2 into d pi, or sin pi is equal to Nt, capital Nt into Nt into Nt Zd square divided by E to the power of 4 divided by 2 pi epsilon whole square r square into E square sin power 4 into pi by 2. Equation number 10. Experimental verification of Rutherford scattering formula by Geiger and Marsden. From equation we see that Ns alpha is equal to 1 by sin power 4 pi by theta by 2. B Ns alpha, Ns is directly proportional to T. Ns is inversely proportional to 1 by E square, energy square. Because E is equal to 1 by 2 mv square is the energy of the alpha particles. And fourth one is the scattering of alpha particles is directly proportional to the atomic number Z square. Atomic square of the atomic number, isn't it? So references. So already Renzik Walker, Fundamentals of Physics in India, and Mehta VK and Arthur Beiser, Shobit Mahajan, S. Rai Chowdhury and C.L. Arora, Dr. P.S. Hamne, Physics for Degree Students, and N. Sundararajan, George Thomas, Syed Zadid, R. Murugeshan, and E.R. Kirutiga, Shiva Prasad, Modern Physics, and some more books can be referred to clarify this Rutherford scattering theory, isn't it? Okay, thank you everyone.